by the time of August 2016 or so, they were convicted.
Couldn't have happened to a couple of sweeter girls.
You're right. It couldn't have happened to it, but some of it is that they're 14, and 14 can get crazy quick. But they firmly believed that Slender Man was real, and that they had to sacrifice their friend to him, or that he was going to come and hurt them.
Okay.
And that's just one crime. There are others. There's lots of others. Mm-hmm. Also, Slender Man has been seen out in the real world.
Oh yeah, I was just showing Mom some pictures. But there's also this thing where people do create, and some people believe it's true, some people believe it's false, but I am over here searching it up currently. There is somebody else known as Slenderman's daughter. Her name is Sally.
Yeah, that's a recent addition.
Mm-hmm.
Recent news stories basically have Slender Man as like a protector to children, especially Sally, who is his daughter.
Sally, who is his daughter, and lots of people make a lot of fan art and stuff about it.
Right.
Gotcha.
And that's the other thing about Slender Man, is that there's still a group of people working and creating him to this day. So Slender Man appears in video games. He appears in movies. But Slender Man is inspired a ton of crimes, as I said. Now, the first one I told you is about Anissa and Morgan. At that same year, a 13-year-old Ohio girl also attacked her mother with a knife. According to the mother, her daughter was waiting for her in the kitchen with a knife. She was wearing a white mask. During the incident, the mother thought her daughter was acting like a completely different person.
Wow.
Luckily, Mom survived the attack with minor injuries. The girl obsessed over Slender Man and even created a whole world for him in the video game Minecraft. She was tried as a juvenile and confessed that she had attacked her mom in an attempt to please Slender Man. In 2014, a 14-year-old girl was inspired to set her house on fire. Yep, Slender Man inspired her to burn her house down.
What is this, Friday the 13th? Y'all need to be acting like Jason?
And
I'm gonna wear a white mask and try to stab my mother. Have more respect for your mom. Jeez.
Thanks.
She did stab her mother. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Clear on that. She actually did stab her mother.
So, that's the basics. Those are the bones. But there is something I definitely want to bring up. Something I like to call the tulpa factor, but we can call it any other thing. The tulpas is a Buddhist ideal. A thought form. A tulpas is a thought form. It's basically a thought that you give life to. Now, the Buddhists trained for this for years. Years and years and years.
Years.
But they're able to create tulpas that supposedly are living things that interact with the real world.
Wow.
Out of strictly mental energy. So, let's look at Slender Man for a minute.
Uh-huh.
Created on the internet by dozens, maybe hundreds of people, all telling a united story, all giving that belief energy to the character.
Right.
And then hundreds of thousands and millions of people giving thought energy to said character when they read the stories or watch the videos or just talk to their friends about it. Even this podcast is contributing to that.
Yep.
So if the Buddhists are right, and you can use mental energy to call forth a being into the world that did not exist before you envisioned it, then is it not also possible that Slender Man himself is making appearances because there are sightings of him on a regular basis?
Sure. Anything's possible.
Is it not possible that so much belief has been given to the character that under certain conditions it can be said to exist?
Yes.
Yes, very much. There's
Absolutely.
also been conditions like this with other characters. Like, let's say, Cartoon Cat, Cartoon Dog. Let's go with long neck. I believe that's a long necked horse. There's a lot of things that could be possible.
So, what about you, Hunt? You think there's a Slender Man out there waiting on us for real?
You know, I think that I've heard your Topus theory several times, and I think that there's possibly something to that. I used to have a theory, and I kind of think it runs slightly along years and years ago when I was a much less jaded person than I am now. I used to have a theory that all of the worlds that writers and artists create in their works, in some plane of existence, actually exist running parallel to our own world. So when you think about it, that could be consistent with the Topus that you're talking about. Just think about all of the fan fictions there are.
Oh, there are
People creating around a known universe, like a movie genre or a book series or, an artist or musicians. I mean, there are so many things, and science for sure tells us that we don't generally use all of our brains. How much is out there that we can't see?
Oh, probably so much that scientists have.
Or that everyone can't see, but maybe a few people can.
Maybe there's a few people in this world who have been told not to tell.
I'm going to back off of that before I go too far down the rabbit hole, but it's something to think about.
It's Noelle's rabbit hole. It's magical.
Oh, all about the rabbit hole. Hi, Rabbit.
Hi, Noelle.
We love Noelle.
We love my Noelle.
Well, see, here's my thought. I have always believed that the world is defined by humans, and as long as you're in the company of other humans, you have some protection. You live in that definition. But the minute you stop hanging out with humans or start hanging out with humans who are open to the idea of seeing danger, then the world becomes a different place. I think it is more than likely that you can run into things like rakes and Slenderman if the people you're with believe in them.
Fair enough.
And if there is enough belief to support that these creatures can find enough energy to live in for short periods.
Where they pop out.
Right, well that's just it. That's my thing, is they pop into our reality and then they pop out, taking people with them.
Fair enough.
You're coming with me. Ah! Get your grubby little hands off me!
So, that is our phenomenal little episode on Slenderman.
Absolutely.
I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking about it.
I feel slendery.
I don't. I feel fat, but
Well,
I can talk about Slenderman all I want. It's not going to drop a pound, unfortunately. I wish talking, helped me lose weight.
If talking helped me lose weight, I'd be talking every single day, all the time, no matter what.
So, as I said, that's our show. Yay!
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 Time to say goodbye to our listeners. Thanks to all of you.
Ooh, thanks for listening.
Thanks to Bill Barrett for, does our theme music.
Yeah.
Thanks to Aaron Gnerk, who does local promotion. Thanks to Jerry Pauly, who also did some promotion for us.
Yay! Thank you, Jerry Pauly.
Thanks.
Thanks to Paige Elmore for our artwork.
We love you, Paige!
And then make sure you check us out on Instagram. You can find Krysta at Family Plot Krysta Cat.
Yeah, you got it.
Or you can find me at Boogeyman KC. You can check us out on Twitter. Plot_family, F. Crystalline, FamPlot Mom Laura.
Yes, he got it. Was it him?
You can check out our Facebook page, and you can ask us questions, interact with us on the page as much as you want.
And help me out. I've got a question up on my Twitter right now, so.
Also, very important, I have planned out our shows until mid-November right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which means, including our 4 spooky shows for October/Halloween.
Awesome.
Nice.
But the Halloween show, the ultimate show for Halloween, I would like to do a listener stories episode.
That would be fun.
We have plenty of time for people to send those in. So, start sending us in your stories. We can read them. You can record yourself reading them and send them in that way. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Just if you would like to help us with that, consider.
Whatever encounters you've had, let us know.
We would love to know.
Now, you can also help us out by supporting us through Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. And make sure you join us next week when we discuss something out of history this time, the 1916 Jersey Shore shark attacks.
Wow.
Interesting.
The Matewan Creek attack, among others.
Okay.
So, that's our show. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye!
Bye!